Hey everybody, Tim Anderson here, aka Renfill, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive, as you will. We're going to be diving into the reactions of people online about Master Chief showing a little more than just his face. Uh, I'm finding this whole situation incredibly amusing, so hopefully you're ready to to dive in, figuratively, not literally, in today's topic. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy this enough to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get updates like this in the future. Let, let's just take a look. Um, my favorite one of all is there's a couple of these. There's one at thegamer.com and but I just said there's one at Kotaku. But I love this one at the Gamer. Which, by the way, I'm totally using this as the thumbnail for the YouTube video because that image is too sweet not to use. And I love the headline. Master Chief has started removing a lot more than just his helmet, and I feel like we might need a little bit of a striptease music going on here to showcase the fact that Master Chief's not afraid to show a little bit of skin. Now, it's ironic to me because obviously we've been told from the beginning that this show isn't necessarily canon. So the idea that they're breaking rules here established by the video game, I think that there's a little bit of mistaken um, well, let's just say people are extremely passionate about it, and he has definitely shown things in comics and books and throughout other media as the IP has evolved over the years. But we're obviously getting a lot more than what some people have bargained for in the new show on Paramount Plus. But it's doing very well for Paramount. Of course, it's also tied in some other marketing tools that they're using, so we're not going to know long term if it's the show itself or the bundling packages that are going on and that are driving people, but it is getting watched by a lot of people, and the reactions have been quite amusing. I remember the helmet episode I did, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, whenever that was going around. People got up in arms about that one because they're like, the Master Chief can't show his face, and now we've got people saying the Master Chief can't show his ass, and I have to ask, why? Why can't the Master Chief show his ass? Especially in the context of the show, in the context of the episode where actor Pablo Schreiber gets naked because he gets a bullet lodged at the base of his spine, and Cortana guides him through self-surgery, pulling the bullet out with a knife. And Kodak has a great breakdown here, which says the scene is clearly meant to show Chief and Cortana establishing trust, yet it's distracting because, well, you can see Master Chief's ass in two separate shots. There's a strategically placed pillar preventing any view of what's in front, but yeah, full ass. Who cares? Like, I don't see what the issue here is. We're getting Master Chief shown as a human individual. Obviously, yeah, modified. There's super soldier stuff going on here, but we're establishing that he is a human character, and I don't think that's a bad thing from a storytelling perspective. And I know we've got all these fans of the franchise, of the video game portion of the franchise, who are like, "Oh, but you just can't show him in his human flesh ever because he never gets out of his armor and he's just rah, rah." And literally, that's how I feel about that. I feel like everybody's like, man, Master Chief can't show any skin because it's a bad thing. It can't do it. It could only show his armor. I kind of feel like the same way about the Mandalorian stuff, which there was a storyline reason for that as well. But we've started getting into more of that character being shown. I don't think any of this is bad from a storytelling perspective. I think that people are blowing it a little bit out of proportion. Um, They also talked about how last week's show featured the human character of Mckee stripping down for, and it just says, I love the reasons in the PC Gamer article, but, or not PC Gamer, but the Gamer article. But Kotaku, they talk about it a little bit more. Charlie Murphy, the actress behind the character of Mckee, helped the Halo share earned its first TVMA rating last week because she got naked for the for the eternally Hollywood sanctioned reasons of why not, which always brings me back to that scene from I think it's Wayne's World 2, isn't it? The gratuitous nudity scene. Um, it's been a long time. I can't remember if it's Wayne's World 1 or Wayne's World 2. I think it's number 2 because I think it's the one with Tia Leone. I think is it with that or was that her name? No, it's not the right character. It's not the right actress. It doesn't matter. The point I'm making is it. I don't think it's a big deal that we're getting a little bit of skin um, in here, and I do like. There's some speculation. I wonder what this is building up to. Um, there's some point to this here. The Halo series has shown a willingness to strip, no pun intended, the character of his excuse me, of his stoic armor and literally show the human underneath. Fans, of course, are split following the first episode when he removed his helmet, uh, some being upset at the divergence from canon. Although remember, you do get Master Chief being shown in other mediums, just not the video games. While others, like myself, are like, it's kind of interesting from a storyteller's perspective. Um, yeah, and I am totally in this camp. Cool with seeing the Chiefs face, but hoping they had saved it for a moment in the finale, like they did with the Mandalorian, where we got it towards the end of the show as opposed to right out of the gate. Hey, it is what it is at this point. At the very least, I can say the Halo show is something that interests me a little bit more than, say, the Rings of Power, which I'm not. I just whatever. Um, 3 episodes into Halo, we've gotten way more than face, and for what it's worth, Cortana is suspiciously human-sized in this adaptation, which just goes to show you that it's an adaptation, and there's a lot going on here that's going to be different from the show. I don't think there's a bad thing showing the Chief to be human at his core. I do think the partial face reveal in I think it was Halo 4 was interesting because you got like the character's eyes and this sense of just the loss and the duty and the weight of all those years of all the shit that has gone down throughout his career. And here we're getting something that's a little different, a little fresher, a little sort of out of the gate before all of those years have worn as heavy on the character. All of these are good things in terms of establishing a better story arc for this character, and I think people should reserve their judgment until we get to the end of the show. But in any case, the actor did say, where is the link here? He said, recently responded to the mixed reactions of the general director, so saying, I will keep working my ass off each and every day to make this show the best version of itself, to bring attention and respect to this Halo universe that we love. And obviously, he really did mean the ass part. So I got nothing against it. It's a nice ass. I mean, he did a good job. He's obviously taking care of himself and portraying the character as best he can. I don't think there's any reason for people to be appalled. I think it's very funny. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the deep dive today. Hopefully you didn't get too upset about things. Stick around. We will be continuing to cover the Halo show, among other things, as the year continues forward. Don't forget, if you like the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get updates like this in the future. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can with a membership, or you can also head over to the Patreon page for that world map behind me, which is the world of the Weave in the Void. Patreon.com/Wandering Hermits, where my brother, my wife, and I are building that universe with the 5th edition tabletop game. Source books are out coming in June. We got a point and click adventure game, which is coming out later this year. You can download the free demo today. And there's a book series like Dragonlance being published twice a month. So you can check all that stuff out over there. Don't forget, we have a Discord and a gaming community. Links are down below. Let's see everybody in the next episode. Let's look forward to some more skin. Nothing wrong with that. Cheers, everybody.